Two parrots had built their nest on a banyan tree. The female parrot laid 2 eggs in the nest. After some time, the eggs hatched. 2 chicks came out of them. The parent birds took good care of them. After few weeks, the young birds were able to fly for some distances. The father bird said, "We have taken good care of our young ones. We have fed them well too. They have played together. They have learned to fly. Now they can take care of themselves. Let us slowly leave them to decide on their own." Every morning the parent birds flew out to fetch food for the young birds. Then they returned in the evening with food for their young children. This was their lives went on for a while. A hunter saw this behavior of these birds. He learned that the old birds went out in the morning. He decided to catch the young birds after the old birds would go away in the morning. As planned, he caught the young birds. The young birds struggled their best to free themselves from the clutches of the hunter. One of the 2 young birds escaped from the hunter. The other bird was taken in a cage by the hunter to his house. "I caught 2 birds. But I lost 1 parrot," said the hunter to his children. And he further added to his children, "Keep this parrot safely in the cage and play with this parrot." The hunter's children played with the parrot. Very soon the parrot in the house of the hunter learned to speak few words. The children said to their father, "Dad, our parrot has learned to say a few words." The other parrot flew away. It had escaped from the hunter. It flew for some time. Then it came to a hermitage. Some holy men lived in the hermitage. They did not do any harm to the young parrot. The young parrot stayed there. It listened to their talk. It learned to say a few words. A certain traveler was walking near the hunter's hut. He was tired. He sat next the hut. He heard the parrot speak. It said, "Fool, why have you come here? I will cut your throat." The traveler was very sorry to hear such bad words. He got up immediately. He left the place in a hurry. Then he walked for some time and reached the hermitage. The parrot was sitting on a tree near the hermitage. The parrot spoke, "Welcome, traveler. Welcome to this hermitage. We have a lot of good fruits in this forest. Eat whatever you like. The holy men will treat you well." The traveler was surprised. He said to the parrot, "I met a young parrot near a hunter's hut. It spoke badly. I left the place immediately. Now I have met you. You speak so well. Your words are kind and gentle. Both you and the other birds are parrots. Then why this difference in your language is there?" By this statement, the parrot in the hermitage guessed that the other parrot was none other than its brother. The hermitage parrot said, "Traveler, the other parrot is my brother. But we have lived in 2 different places. My brother has learned the hunter's language. But I have learned the language of holy people. It is the company that shapes your words and deeds. Good company helps you learn good things. Bad company makes you learn bad things." Emperor Akbar was in the habit of putting riddles and puzzles to his courtiers. He often asked questions which were strange and witty. It took much wisdom to answer these questions. Once he asked a very strange question. The courtiers were dumbfounded by his question. Akbar glanced at his courtiers. As he looked, one by one the heads began to hang low in search of an answer. It was at this moment that Birbal entered the courtyard. Birbal, who knew the nature of the emperor, quickly grasped the situation and asked, "May I know the question so that I can try for an answer?" Akbar said, "How many crows are there in this city?" Without even a moment's thought, Birbal replied, "There are 50,589 crows, my lord." "How can you be so sure?" asked Akbar. Birbal said, "Make you men count, my lord. If you find more crows, it means some have come to visit their relatives here. If you find less number of crows, it means some have gone to visit their relatives elsewhere." Akbar was pleased very much by Birbal's wit. Once a wolf was lucky to get hold of a nice dinner. He sat in his place and started to eat. He did not want to share his food with anyone else. He was eating so hurriedly that a small piece of bone got stuck in his throat. He gurgled hard. He tried to swallow. He tried to spit it out. But nothing worked out. The bone won't move. He got afraid. "If I can't take the bone out, I can't eat. I will die of hunger," he thought sadly. Suddenly he remembered the crane who lived nearby. He thought, "The crane has a long neck. She can reach and take out the bone." So off he went to the crane and said, "Please take out the bone from my neck. I will pay good." The crane took out the bone and asked for her fees. The wolf replied, "Aren't you happy that you put your head into my mouth and got it out safely? Forget the fees."